gosh, I mean, obviously I try not to think about time, but I mean, it's a pretty great feeling. I've been working so hard, and I knew I've been ready for this for a long time, but to pull it off in a championship setting feels really nice.
First championship for you is
yeah.
so I mean that's also got to feel good after years of like knowing that you couldn't and never going the right way. How's it fun for things to all just come together finally?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great to rise to the occasion when it needs to. I really wanted to win through Stanford today. We've had quite a legacy the past couple of years, so I wanted to come out here and show up for my team, and I knew we were ready. We've been training for it, but it did feel really nice that I could rise to the challenge today.
Tell me more about that legacy. How is that impacting what you were thinking going into the race?
I mean, it definitely gave me a lot of confidence. I know my coach prepares us for championship meets. Juliet was able to pull it off. I won a championship a couple years ago, and I know he prepares us, so I think that gave me a lot of confidence. A lot of people are running fast times, and the eyes definitely weren't on me today, but I know he prepares us, and I've seen it happen in the past, so I feel ready today.
You won indoors as a freshman, and then you've had some highs and lows in between them now. Like, what was the key for you to get back to on top of the NCAA?
I mean, the key for this year was to really just focus in on my training. I feel like times past I've been a little bit distracted, had a lot going on outside the track, but this year I just really tried to cover all the areas. I just really locked in, focused on what I needed to, and didn't try to stress about everything in between. I can do my best, I can control what I control, and then just show up and do my best on those days, and it worked today.
How are you different than you were, as a freshman? How have you grown?
I just definitely don't run with as much fear. I mean, I would line up to those start lines thinking that it was life or death if I won the race, and today I was just like, you know what, it's just a track meet, there's a lot more going on in the world than me running 800 meters, so I'm just trying to chill out there and do my best. I want to run well for the people who supported me, but it's not the end of the world whether I win or lose, but, I think if I put my best effort out there, it'll all come together.
You mentioned trying to dial in more on the training and remove other distractions, but for a Stanford student, that's got to be pretty tough. Tell me more about that. Were you just focusing less on schoolwork? I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but how do you kind of remove those distractions?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely have to put my time really conservatively. I focus on school the couple hours I can a day. And then when I show up to practice at 3, I'm locked in from 3 to 6, then eat my dinner, and then go to bed early. There's not a lot of time for other things in there. I can't do as much as maybe other college students can do, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make for moments like these. So I do the best I can, and sometimes the sacrifice is not winning conference because you're in the middle of midterms and you're really stressed out, but I know my coach prepares us for the meets where we need to show out, so yeah.
What's the plan for the rest of the summer?
Gonna go home for a few days, hang out with my parents, my puppy, then go back to campus, train for about 5-6 weeks, and then get ready for USA's.
Awesome.
Roisin, you've been kind of so open in sharing about the things that you've kind of struggled with the last couple of years. Like, where are you finding now that joy, both on the track and off the track?
Yeah, I mean, just realizing that track isn't who I am, it's just something I do. Realizing that my faith is in greater things, not just like little track times here and there. Really honed in on my relationships, who I am as a person, showing up to the people in my life, not just everything is about track. So I'm just really happy for the person that I've become. There's beauty in struggle, so I'm happy to be open about those things because it's normal. People struggle, people have hard times, but I hope this can show other people that, it's not the end, you can always do more, and there's always hope, there's always redemption, so yeah.